Okay, welcome back to the Friends of Friends podcast. I'm your host, Kyle. Joining me today, Prestige and my boy Noodle. How you doing, bro?
Noodle, man.
Good.
Appreciate you coming out, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Yes, sir. First question of the podcast, man. Where did the name Lil Noodle come from, and why did you make that your trademark?
So high school, it was like during like Lil Yeat and all them coming into the game, and I was just like, yo, like I'm gonna get into the music shit, but I needed like something that would catch people's attention. Like I could use my real ID name, you know, like Christian Caceres, but who's gonna remember that, you know?
Yeah.
So it needs to be Lil something. I had a few options. It was like Lil Smudge, Lil random ass names, but I thought Lil Noodle was like, all right, like this could do something. So yeah, I went with Lil Noodle, and here we are now.
So I know you attend college. I won't say where for privacy reasons, but how is the balance between school life and artist life? Like, what is how is?
So fuck it. I go to Temple, but it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. I'd say when I started in high school, I definitely had a good balance, but with college, like it's just a lot. Like I barely have any free time to like work on music and everything. But I've been managing it, and in the 1 hour time I have to record, you know, just make something. If it's good, keep it. If not, scrap it. But yeah, it is a lot. I have like 5 classes a day, as you were like talking about earlier.
Right. And you said you're a health profession major, right?
Yeah, so I took like anatomy and all that. I'm taking like chemistry right now. It's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
I'll be in like the chemistry lab just like mixing shit, and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, so they actually do that in college? Like
yeah, like I got the lab coat, and I'm like, why am I here?
You're in your labs and all. Yeah, that's a very difficult major. Like, yeah, my cousin's girlfriend's doing that, and I know I have a couple friends that are like gonna be nurses and stuff like that, and that's a lot like to remember. Like anatomy, you're like probably memorizing like 200 flashcards just per test.
Yeah, it's like a lot of math, which I'm not fucking good at. But Chegg is pretty tough. So
Yeah,
when the professor sees that shit, cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah, so where are you from, bro? And how is the environment you grew up in like influence your personality and music as a whole?
So I'm from Delaware. I went to high school in Wilmington, Delaware. And honestly, I think it was a pretty interesting scene because at the time, even like right now, there's like not too many artists like off the top of your heads, like who's like big that came from Delaware. Like no one really big is coming from Delaware. So I feel like I was like able to create my own like lane,
Right.
compared to if I was like making music and like, for example, like you see the Detroit rap that's coming out, like that style. Like if I was there, I wouldn't go with that style. But since it was Delaware and no one's really coming out, I was just like, I can do my own thing and it won't really matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
definitely,
I could be
definitely.
original. But coming up, it was a nice place, like suburban area that I was from. And yeah, so also I had like a lot of time to just like be on the internet scene. I feel like I got a lot of my like inspirations from like seeing shit on the internet.
You have like an internet route
they got
to
like
you. Yeah.
Lil Noodle, like that's, you know.
So I know the artist YLA Hal, and have collaborated on a couple of records together. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys met and the creation process that, like when you guys made music together?
Yeah, so I met him in like 2019. Will, or like YLA Hal, really good kid. He had a song that he sent to me. It was an open called High Off You. That's like probably one of my top 5 songs right now, like on Spotify. Sent the open to me. As soon as he sent the open, I was like, yo, like this is, like I already had like, you know, my part on it as soon as I heard it. Like I just went, recorded it, got it mixed. I remember when we put it out, it was like not doing too good, and I was like, shit, like why is this shit pushing? But after a while, I just started getting some traction on the internet. Some like meme pages were posting it, and then it started rolling. And to this day, it's still doing pretty good. I know a lot of people I know that are like, yo, High Off You is like your best song, which like I personally like. It's a different style too. It was my first like, because I was doing like meme rap,
Right.
so it was my first like non-meme rap song. And whenever we had a song called Hazmat that Sony signed us for, that song we made in like 10-15 minutes. Like we were at my crib, we were just recording, played the beat. We literally freestyled our parts for that song. But everything else we made, because we have like 3 or 4 songs together. High Off You, One and Only, Hazmat. Okay, we have 3. Oh, and Be Fine.
Yeah.
But out of those, High Off You definitely did the best. and it's probably like the favorite of our collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
But we have some other stuff too that we made that is just sitting in the vault waiting.
Right.
But he's really, really talented, extremely.
Shout out
And,
Al, man.
Yeah. And
So-
we're from the same place too, from Delaware.
Oh, from Delaware?
Yeah.
Is that how you guys met, just like being in like the same city, or?
Yeah, I think like he performed at my high school, and he just hit me up, and then we just started chatting and started making music. And at the moment, he's actually like my favorite person to like collab with. Like I haven't collabed in a while with him, but whenever we meet up, it's like it's always good. We always have something that like comes out that's good, like
Right.
song wise.
A couple months ago, you posted on your Instagram about signing to a label. I think it was Sony. Could you talk a little bit about how that came to be and how it's been going?
Yeah, so 2019, an A&R from Sony DM'd me, and he was like, yo, like send me some unreleased. And I sent him some like stuff I was working on, and it's like the one song on my page called Green Eyes. And they basically took the vocals from it and put it on a brand new beat. Like they reproduced it. But like I signed for 3 songs with them. Overall, it was a really interesting experience, especially during like COVID, because I feel like when you sign to a label, they like fly you out and like do all this stuff. They make it like a big deal, but like COVID kind of like intervened with it.
Yeah.
But with like major labels, I feel like they kind of promise you a lot, and to me, it didn't meet the, you know, like what
Criteria,
they were promising.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's partially my fault, like, but I just feel like they promised me a lot that didn't really go through.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, don't take my advice, but if you have something going, like in the music industry, just keep doing it by yourself. But yeah, if you're a smaller art, like at the time I was pretty small, so I was like, I'm gonna take the you know opportunity that's in front of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was signed for like a year, 3 songs. Green Eyes is the one that did pretty well. And yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely an interesting experience.
For sure, yeah.
So you've dropped a couple bangers over your career, such as Houdini, Green Eyes, and High Off You. Could you tell us what you have next? Like what's coming next?
So I have some songs I've been working on that's like towards the Green Eyes like genre, like dancehall pop. That I just have saved up like in my vault. I still have to get like mastered and probably like mixed better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm currently talking to someone. I'm not gonna say who because it's not final.
Mm-hmm.
But like
That's cool.
they're gonna sign me for like an EP, which is supposed to drop this summer. So I have a bunch of songs that I'm just getting ready to like send to them to get it mastered and like get a plan going. And this summer I'll probably have like an EP dropping. All like summer vibes too, like no rap. It's gonna be like the Green Eyes type shit that I was talking about.
You have a title for the EP yet?
No.
No.
Think of it. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, like, what you
The
what
Friends
you
of
guys-
Friends tape.
Friends of Friends?
Shout out Friends of
Yo,
Friends. That's lit.
But
bro.
yeah, so if you could collab with anyone in the world right now, who would you make a song with and why?
So personally, just cause like they've inspired me a lot, probably like Ray Shremmerd or in specific Sway Lee. I feel like the stuff that I've been making is kind of catered towards that sound, like the dance hall pop sound, like you know, like Unforgettable by Sway Lee.
Yes.
Like that type of stuff is like what I'm kind of aiming towards, like that like style. But honestly, probably coming up like Yeat would be really
Yeat, for
tough.
sure, yeah.
Like I could have got a feature for him for like a 500, like a rack in the summer, but obviously he's big as shit now. But that would be crazy. Lil Yachty, I know he's not like crazy right now, but
It's a great
he
artist.
was coming up. Like I was really inspired by him too. So yeah, between like Sway Lee, Lil Yachty, definitely Yeat. Who else? I mean, if I want to go big, like Drake.
Drake,
That shit was
for
pretty
sure.
tough, but like that's like $1 million for
Yeah.
a feature. So
Do you have any regrets about not taking that Yeat feature? Is it kind of like,
I mean, definitely, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. But at the same time, I heard he like finesses people. Like people send him like a couple bands, and then he'll just like send them an open that like he sent all these other people.
Oh, for real?
So like who knows? Like in the summertime, if he would have did that to me, and I would have been screwed.
Yeah.
Because then you have like duplicates of the same song.
Oh,
Mhm.
It's
shit,
just kind of ass.
bro.
You know what I mean?
He-
It's ass.
He's like, I'm about to run up a band.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is so
I
fucked.
mean, he do be talking like that in his songs, where he'd be like, scam it, you know?
Yeah, that's
No,
that's
he's
that's how he
scamming.
carries himself. Probably, yeah, he did that. Damn, yeah, that's how the music industry is. I feel like a lot of people probably scam like that. That's fucked
Yeah.
up, bro. That's
It is.
really fucked up. So, when did you realize that music was gonna be your main niche?
So my brother, who's like a pretty big DJ in Philly. I don't know if
Mhm.
you guys heard him, like DJ Nico Oso. Like he was into
Nick
music.
told me about him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was like into music, and I was like, yo, like I kind of wanna do music too, get into it. So as I said, like at the beginning of the podcast, like Lil Yachty and all them were coming out, and it wasn't all that. Like it was kind of just like if you got a catchy hook on it, a good beat, some ad libs. At that time, it was like you're good. So I got into it, just started making tracks. Obviously a joke at the time, like Lil Noodle, and just over time, I just started to get more into it. I had like a track drop called like El Chapo with Savage Rum. I don't know if you've heard of him. But that did pretty well. And then from there, I just started getting more and more serious.
Word, say that. So I see you got a couple collabs with Riff Raff and Matt Ox. Like, how is it working with those guys?
So Riff Raff was through, and that's how I met you at the Riff Raff concert.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How that came to be was I was working with a distribution company, and they were like, yo, like Riff Raff wants to work with you. I guess he heard like my song Houdini at the time, which was doing pretty well. And Riff Raff was like, yo, like I want to get a track with Lil Noodle. So he was like, send me send me anything. And I sent him like 3 songs, and he picked a song called Calabasas on my profile. And he hopped on that, sent it back. We dropped it. He's pretty cool though. Like I haven't met him. I mean, I met him the one time in person at the concert. But, like besides that, we would just like DM and everything. He's pretty chill. And that song did pretty good. Did okay. I think like at this point, like I don't even fucking know. But who else? Matt Ox. Obviously like a Philly native. I've known him since like the X song, and I was like, fuck, like I gotta get him on a track. So what's funny is his manager is his mom.
Yeah.
So to get to him, you gotta DM his mom, and his mom was like, "Yo, like you gotta give us all this money." But I was like, "No," like I just worked out a deal with them, and I sent him over a song. He did that shit in like a few days, got it back to me. We dropped it. That's called Joker. That's the song called. That's what the name of the song is. But yeah, both collaborations are pretty tough. Never met Matt Ox in person though, but like he'd be around temples, like campus, and I've DM'd him a few times here and there. But yeah.
So, like you said, we met at the Riff Raff show, I think back in like 2019. What is your mindset like before hitting the stage?
So I've only performed like 3 times, and when you saw me that day, like I remember like
You killed that shit.
I met
though.
you like right before. I mean, of course, like I was drinking a little bit, but it was really nerve wracking because I haven't performed. Like I don't have a lot of experience with that. But mindset before I hit the stage, I was just like, you gotta come out to something that's just gonna like have everyone bumping. So I picked a song out of my catalog that like even if you don't know the lyrics, that shit would still be like you can still bump to it. Yeah. So I was extremely nervous though.
Yeah, really? You didn't seem nervous.
I was so
though,
nervous.
Damn,
So
man.
fucking nervous.
The crowd was fucking with you though. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Like, they were hyping up.
And that was an opener for like Riff Raff. So like I know Riff Raff was like in the building. I was like shit. Like I gotta.
Did he
bring it.
recognize you when you went to like link with him?
I mean, when I went up to, I was like, "Yo, like we have the song." Like once I brought it up, then he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh,
like,
okay.
Okay, Lil Noodle.
Gotcha.
But like I feel like if I wouldn't have said anything, he would have been like, "That's some random ass bull right there." But I was like, "Yo, we have Calbat." He was like, "Oh shit, yeah." So it's pretty cool. But yeah, other times I performed was I opened up for like Young Gravy. That was like before COVID. That was pretty fun. I was at TLA. Where else? Yeah, those are the ones that I can
Those
get
are
off
the
my
main
head.
ones right there.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Now other times just like in front of a few people, like no.
How was opening for Young Gravy? Because I see he has a pretty great fan base for just like he kind of does like the meme rap and shit.
Yeah.
He's a lot of milfs that pop out. Like,
Yeah.
that I see, bro. Like a lot of moms pop out of that shit. There's actually like I forget the one girl's name, but she's a Spanish girl and she always makes TikTok content with her mom. And they popped out to the concert and he like brought them both backstage and shit. It was hilarious.
Damn.
It was so fun. He gave her a T-shirt that Gravy loves milfs or some shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, his audience is very interesting. It's like because it's not like hard rap. It's kind of like towards the meme rap wave. So I feel like all his concerts are really fun. Like it's more about just having fun.
Your great vibes.
Yeah, I remember like being backstage with him, BB No Money, which at the time I didn't even know who he was. Like I was like, "Yo, like what's your name?" And he was like, "BB No Money," because at the time it was before. You know what BB No Money is? It's like he made some TikTok songs and like
I feel like the BB part like I know. Like do you know what the song is called?
it's called like Lala.
How's it go? Do you know?
It's like,
You ain't
la,
gotta
la, la,
Yeah.
when I
Oh,
drop,
yeah.
like
That's
that shit. What else? Did he have?
Gravy remixed it, right? That's why.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I know.
That song did. That was like the first TikTok song to go absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember meeting him. I didn't know who he was. I was just like, "Yo, who are you?" And we were just like talking. And then like I look now and like he has like a billboard, something on Billboard, and like he's doing
That's
really well.
awesome.
So just like being around people that you don't know who they are and then seeing them now, like just the progression they had was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And Young Gravy's tall as shit. Like if he was in this room, he'd be like, he was like 6'8", 6'7". He was so fucking tall.
6'8"? God
He
damn, that's
was
like
so-
NBA.
Yeah,
status.
he's really. I mean, you probably Google it to
Yeah, you can confirm
what I'm
that
saying. I don't want to give wrong facts, but he was
Tall
so
as shit.
tall. But they were all cool. Like I remember that I was in the room and they were just like clowning my name. They were like, "Oh, we got Lil Noodle," and, like it was just funny at the time. I was like, "Yeah."
You're just vibing.
Yeah.
But,
I met his manager. His name's like Vaughn, and he I don't know if you know who, like Flo Milli is.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like he manages like her now, Young Gravy. He manages a bunch of big people. And
That's awesome.
yeah, whenever I have like a question, I like DM him like about the music industry, and he gets back to me. So he's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the whole experience, I was probably like so far one of like the highlights of the music thing that I've had going was definitely opening it for Young Gravy. I met a lot of good people. It was a lot of fun. So yeah.
Awesome. Shout out Gravy. But so like when you're in the studio, like do you have a routine that you do before every session?
Not particularly. I get beats emailed to me or sent to me. I'll just play them. I go through like hundreds and hundreds of beats. And like once I hear one that's like, yo, I can get a hook on this, like I'll think of the hook right on the beat, and then I start like recording. I'll get the hook down. I usually play that shit for a few days to see if the hook's like worth putting the verse on.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I know that it's like worth putting a verse on, I'll like complete the song, get it mixed, mastered and all that, and I'll get it rolled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming to the end of the podcast, man, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, realistically, hopefully on tour with someone, just opening up. As you can see, the TikTok era right now, you drop a song, that shit blows up. So hopefully I get some TikTok hits. And honestly, I'll just see where it goes. Like, I'm going with the flow with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hopefully, I'll still be making music, still having fun with it. Because at the end of the day, it is about having fun. Most people you see in the industry, like, they might be... Like, I feel like with myself, I didn't try too hard. I was just, like, having fun with it, and then everything went with the flow. But that's how I'm going to keep it going. Just go with whatever's coming with me.
Absolutely.
Whatever opportunities come my way.
Any closing statements or advice for the viewers watching?
That's y'all.
The camera. All right, so to anyone that's in their teens, like 15, like 20 years old, honestly, our age too. Like, if you have like a dream or anything that you want to pursue, like this is the perfect time to do it. Like our parents didn't have this opportunity to like do whatever and like use the internet to blow up and make money off of it. So if you have anything that you're into, just like a passion, take it to the internet and go with it, because it can bring you, a lot of opportunities and you'll have fun with it. And that's like the advice I've been sticking by and I've been telling people. Like, just have fun with that shit and apply it. You'll be good.
Word, say
Solid. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for having me.
that. All right, that's the Little Noodle podcast. He has an EP dropping in summer, right?
Summertime.
Summertime.
Listen up.
Sir.
Yeah.
All right, tune
Let's
in.
go.